Congratulations on the intern.
Thank you so much.
I enjoyed it immensely.
Thank you, thank you.
What got you interested in making it? Not only writing it, but directing it as well.
Well, I started out knowing I would, if I could get it made, that I'd be the director of it. So the writing of it, you know, I think was driven by just a lot of things going on around me that I was observing, and I thought it was a funny idea that an older man became an intern. And then I thought at a startup would make it a really good place to be, because we know people at my age aren't as good as the millennials are with, you know, in the tech stuff. So I thought that would be fun and add something extra. But the movie, as you know, is not really about that.
Right.
It grows and grows. And I really loved writing their friendship.
Exactly. It's not a romantic comedy this time.
No.
Yeah?
No, that's true.
And it's very nuanced. I love that. You know, you
Thank
have a lot of different, like the character of Anne doing this when she's nervous.
Yes.
The blinking one.
Yeah.
It's smartly written.
Well, it's funny you pick those two things, because I do a thing when we take off. My whole family does. And I also have a problem when I talk to people and they're not blinking. And I just, you know, I can't make...
blink.
No, it doesn't have to be that. But I've noticed when that happens, I'll be like, I lose my train of thought, and I'll think, why aren't they blinking? So, you know, I'm crazy a little bit, so I put that in, give it to her, because she'll be more normal than me with it.
From Baby Boom to The Intern, you have an astute observation of inter-office politics. Was there a difference now from when you were making Baby Boom and The Intern?
For sure, yeah. Well, you know, in Baby Boom, she's an employee, and here she's the CEO of the company. So that's a huge difference right there. And that's kind of remarkable for one person within their lifetime to have written 2 movies about working moms where the landscape is so different. But there's still not, it's not a perfect world yet for women, so.
Or for old people.
Or for older people.
Exactly.
Oh, yes, that's true. And that would be interesting, too, because back when I wrote Baby Boom, older people were not considered, you know, like over there.
Right.
You know, people actually live near their families and worship their grandparents in a lot of cases, you know. And now I think the millennials are, first of all, they're the baby boomers were the largest demographic group. Now they are. And they're so bright. And they're like inventors, and they've created a new kind of workspace and great music. And, you know, it's like, you know, you feel you're getting pushed this way a little bit. So anyway, so an older person comes into their world, and it turns out that he has value, and they appreciate him. And they all love him. They all love him.
I love this line. It's still making me think to this day. Girls became women, but men regress to being boys.
Yeah.
Right? And it's true.
Yeah. Well, girls want to be called women, and men really, I think, prefer, you know, you prefer being called boys, and they sort of have a little bit of a Peter Pan complex. And I find that interesting at the same time that women moved forward, that men, not all men. Not all men.
Right.
Not all women. Some men take but a lot of people seem to understand what I meant by that.
I will always be Peter Pan.
Okay. But you're dressed nicely.
Well, thank you.
I mean, super nicely.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just for you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're the second man.